Hey guys, good evening. It is March 20th, almost 7 p.m. and another crazy day. That was Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne and his band, if everybody remembers that one. And, the question tonight is COVID-19 driving you crazy? And is it driving you insane? I think Ozzy Osbourne knows those lines better than anybody, but what is everybody doing to decompress during these extremely stressful times? And each day is another challenge. Certainly, the stresses every day. There's a different recommendation, a different treatment advice, this and that, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to come to an end anytime soon. But with that said, we need to take steps to relax. And while we're at home and isolated and being told to not go out. One thing that I do with my son, Ben, is play guitar. And even though he's way better at it than I am, it's still something that you can do to relax and just decompress. And beautiful night tonight. We're going to go take a walk. So things that, just are different than the everyday COVID routine that we're going through. So we're going to stay away from treatments and other recommendations inside the hospital setting and just talk about a little bit about insomnia. I think the stressful times of this is definitely causing either worsening of chronic insomnia or new insomnia. Let's not forget that there's two kind of types of insomnia in very general terms. The type where it occurs at sleep onset, or sleep onset insomnia, or sleep maintenance insomnia, which is those who can fall asleep okay, but then they certainly wake up during the night. And some of our sleep apnea cases that we see outpatient are those types where they fall asleep fine, they're exhausted, and then the apnea wakes them up, and then they're up and they can't fall back asleep, or just the person that's worried about things. And they always taught us in my sleep medicine fellowship that everybody has insomnia at least once in their life. And whether it be from grieving or worrying about a virus that's a pandemic, I think, it's important for everybody to understand that it is common. And there are things that can be done. You can do guided imagery or these cognitive behavioral techniques. Personally, I haven't found them all that great. There is a free app on the phones you can get from the Google Store or Apple Store called Sleep Sounds. And some people like that because you can download it. It's free. You can put earphones into the phone and listen to it, or just play it out loud. And you can add multiple different sounds into it, and it's something that helps people relax at night. It's sort of the free, more modern technology form of cognitive behavioral techniques. But guided imagery, where you imagine something, everybody's tried that. I'm on a warm, beach. And stimulus control, where you pick a muscle group and you just contract that one group while you're lying there in bed, calmly and relaxed in a dark setting, preferably no light at all. Even night lights are supposed to be bad. So, some things you can do besides pharmacology, trying not to talk about treatments really, although I did mention in one of the earlier segments about melatonin and that they're using microdoses for insomnia, and also microdoses they're talking about for potential COVID-19 treatment. I did have my clinical pharmacist look that up, and she could only find mice models, so we opted against using that, but for a treatment at least. But for insomnia, it's well recognized, and who knows, maybe it has some protective benefit that we'll find out later. So that's it really for the insomnia definitions. And the treatment should be first non-pharmacologic, followed by pharmacology. I don't want to get into all the specific drugs like Ambiens and Belsomras and all the details of that at this point, because really that should be down the road if the initial conservative treatment doesn't work. Sometimes we have to use a sleep aid right up front, obviously, if it's a severe situation, but you have to know the side effects and the mechanisms. So everybody get out there and take a walk tonight. It's beautiful. Continue to practice social distancing for now until we have more evidence that this is not something that's highly contagious, or that it's at least contained. and hopefully we will advance quickly and get everybody back to their regular lives. But it's going to be some time, and you have to do things that make you feel good. So play guitar, play piano, take a run outside. Hopefully the weather stays well, and hopefully everybody else stays well. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.